Okay, so my friend Lyle has said that he doesn't understand how anybody could read comics on an iPhone. Um, yeah, I thought, well, maybe I could show, how that works. So, okay, so we're going to sign into the iPhone, and hopefully you can see it reasonably well. I use a program called Comic Zeal, and it's I don't know, it's the best one I've found. It doesn't read PDF files. Programs that I've found that do read PDF files are very awkward, to say the least. Okay, so first off, let me show you the main thing that I like to read on the iPhone is comic strips. Now, as you can see, it would be kind of awkward reading a comic strip like this. But when you reorient and put it in this format, it's actually pretty easy to read the strip. Just kind of easily go from strip to strip, and you can read it pretty easily. So that's why I like it for daily strips. It's not so good for Sunday strips because you have to keep moving around. But as far as comic books go, let's go to Police Comics here, number 40. Apparently, I was already in this one. What I like to do is I like to set it sideways, and then I like to make the size fit one tier of the comic, so that I can just basically read it like this. As long as I don't bump it too much, like that, it'll stay the size that I wanted it to. But a tap will take it right back. And like the strips, it's pretty easy to change pages and just kind of scan across and down. And I'll find, modern comics not so much, but older comics, up into the 60s, they pretty much are 3 tiers per page. So this works pretty well. So that's how I read comics. Now, of course, we all know that this is illegal to read comics that aren't public domain, right? So, I'm not recommending anyone should do that, although there is such a thing as, fair use. So that's up to you. But I think, what you do with your comics once you get them, that's pretty much your own thing. So anyway, there you go.
So now, to get the comic onto the iPhone, obviously you have to buy the program. There's also an accessory program called iSync, I think is what it's called, that you put on your computer. You take your folder of JPEGs, or if it's a CBR, you can put that right in there. But you take that and you just drop it in, and you hit the button, and it puts it into a CBI, which I don't even know what that stands for, but it makes it a CBI file that you can then transfer to the iPhone. Transfer to the iPhone on a PC is pretty easy. There's a program, part of the Sync program, I guess, that you basically just say, here's what I want to sync. You go onto the iPhone, you push the button, you say sync, and it does. It just does it right over Wi-Fi. That said, on a Mac, it's not quite so easy. The sync thing just doesn't work. They've just introduced a new program with USB that you can plug your phone in to the computer, which you're doing anyway, and tell it to sync. I just like doing it on the PC, and since all my computers are networked, I just I produce it on the Mac, and then I just drop it into I just go into the network and I drop it into a folder on the PC and do that. Whole process, it might take you 5 minutes to do. Like last night I did 5 comic books, I would say it took me about 5 minutes to maybe a little bit longer, because the time it takes to transfer from one computer to the other isn't extraordinarily quick. If you're just doing it on the one computer, probably, like I said, 5 minutes, if that. And then you just set the computer down, you hit the button, it does the Wi-Fi thing, and you're done. So it's really not that difficult. So I hope that helped. Oh, by the way, you can do this. You can do it on an iPhone. You can do it on an iPod Touch. And hopefully early next year, we'll be able to do it on the Mac tablet. Lots of rumors about the Mac tablet. Is it going to be an oversized iPhone? Don't know. I'm hoping it's a little bit more than that. I'm hoping that I can actually, do drawing right on it, like the Cintiq tablet or whatever. Well, like any one of the tablets, they're touch screen, and you can usually do your drawing right on there. There's something to be said for having paper, because then you can turn around and sell it. But since nobody's ever going to be buying my artwork, it doesn't matter to me. A lot of comic book artists anymore, I shouldn't say a lot, several comic book artists anymore work on a Cintiq, and they don't have any actual paper. So something to think about. But anyway, for now, you've got the screen. You can judge, I guess, just by looking at it here, how big the screen is. Is that big enough for you to read something on? I don't know. It is for me, especially, like I said, the comic strips, the daily comic strips. I can just boom, 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 page right through one to another. There, you can anyway, you can kind of see it, but I think it's fine. It's handy. I can read comics pretty much anywhere. Just pull my phone out of my pocket, start reading the comic. Nobody even knows what I'm doing. They think I'm texting or whatever. So, anyway, that's it. Talk to you.